Hey everybody, and welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and Later in Lake Jackson, and today we're going to do two things, but it's the same stuff, kinda. One is like this thing that apparently my witchy friend sent me. It's supposed to make your whole house smell good and smell Christmassy and whatnot, which is cool. And then if you don't put water in it and you use wine, then you can make a drink out of it. So this is going to be a good one. Remember, if you're going to do the wine, you need to be of a legal age of drinking in your state. Just a heads up for that. Just covering my own butt. Also, before we get into everything, be sure this is YouTube. Be sure to click the link in the bell down in that corner to get notification when we do these as close to Tuesdays and Fridays as possible. Also, there's a link down the doobly-doo for our merch, like I'm actually wearing it this time. The apron, the pot holders, the fake hands, the whole thing. It's all down there. We're a small business. And let's get into this one. It's going to be short and sweet. I mean, I'm allergic to alcohol, but apparently wine is sweet sometimes. It tastes like burning. Let's get into it.
Alright, looks like a lot of stuff. It's not. It's just your normal assortment of witchy goods here. So you're going to want some cinnamon sticks, one or two of these. You want some fresh rosemary. You can use the ground stuff, but I like the fresh stuff. Cranberries. I've had these frozen for quite a while. You're going to want an orange. About half of one should be good for this. Depends on how thin-skinned it is. You're going to want some nutmeg and some ginger. You know, all the good stuff for the witchy things. And then if you're going to make the drink, you want to get some red wine. I got the Sauvignon Blanc. Cabernet Sauvignon is what we're using. I do have a shatterproof wine glass because I don't trust myself with crystal stuff. And then a container to hold it later to get to some people that can drink the wine for me. So, yeah, this is what we're going to need to do. Some water if you're going to just simmer it, whatever. The cranberries, I don't cut. I let them pop in the heat in the skillet. Get you a nice sharp knife. Again, shout out to Andy. And then you want to cut your orange pretty thin here. It's really thick skin on this orange. I did not expect that to be that wide. But you just want to do this as thin as possible, right? See how thick that is? That is so weird. It's going to be a lot of oil in this. But go ahead. You're going to need 2 or 3 for each one of these simmer things. And then maybe one for a garnish, if you can come up with one later. So I cut about half one of these. This was my smaller one here. And then the other half, you can just sit around, put some cloves in it, or chew on it, or do whatever makes you happy. So that's pretty much all the prep work you need. So you're going to need a decent size skillet. I'm going to use a small cast iron. That's not even a sauce pot. It's just like a single egg cooker. You want to put a cup of water in there, and then a handful of the cranberries, and then 2 or 3 of your orange slices. I'm going to use the fresh rosemary. Now, I don't like putting the stems in there. It gives me too much chlorophyll taste to it, but just the leaves. So you want to reach in here and just pull these leaves off and drop them in here. Now, again, you can use just, like half a teaspoon of the ground stuff. It gets the same effect, but it's just, if you want to be all witchy, you don't want dried stuff. Speaking of which, get you some nutmeg. Just kind of sprinkle it in. Don't want to do too much. Same with the ginger. I accidentally add too much ginger here, which is always super fun. It's a little dried out. Bleh, ginger. As a matter of fact, I like ginger, so it didn't bother me much. And then 1 cinnamon stick. Just go ahead. I'm using that because we added our dries to our wets, which I know that's going to be driving certain people and nuts. But we're going to put it on there. We're going to put it over heat. We're going to put it pretty low. Not just as regular simmer. You want to put it on about 2.5, maybe 3 out of the 8, 9 mine goes to. Such weird numbers on mine. Now, I use the cast iron for that one just because, it's iron and it's witchy and whatever. But if we're going to drink it, I'm going to use one of these ones for food consumption that won't just pull all my seasoning off. So, again, just add your rosemary leaves in there or your dried stuff, a couple of orange slices. I think I put 3 in this one. And then my cinnamon stick kind of came apart. Little bit of nutmeg in here. And then your ginger as well. Go ahead and add those in. And now I'm putting all this dry in here, then adding my wet to it later, so you can see how well that does better. Again, cranberries, whatever. Again, this is very witchy, so it's not a set ingredient. It's a set ingredient list, just not by how much you're gonna do. Now I'm using my fancy, what is it? The Capri Sun Punch box bag pouch. It's a pouch. It's a wine pouch. In here, just add it very slowly so you don't splash this stuff over. I lucked out, and this is exactly one of these pouches deep, which I think is supposed to be 2 glasses, but I got one big ass glass, so it actually holds up pretty well. So again, I'm going to put this at about 2.5, 3, kind of low. Let it heat up because you don't want to hit it too much. If it gets too hot, as you can see, that steam's coming off of there. It starts cooking the alcohol out of it, and nobody just wants to drink wine flavored stuff, right? So again, like your simmer stuff, it can be a little higher, but your wine stuff, you You want to just get it in here, let it simmer. Once it starts steaming a little bit, give it about 3 to 5 minutes and you're good. And then go ahead and try to plate it. As in plate, I mean put it in a wine glass, kill the heat. The simmer stuff, you can just keep that simmering all day. Just keep an eye on it. You want to keep adding water as it simmers off. I usually get a big sharing bowl, go very Viking on my Yule wines. The biggest one I got is my noodle one, so I kind of feel bad. But yeah, just take that and put it in there. When you drink it, just tell people to drink with their teeth closed, unless you want to just scrape all that stuff out or run it through a strainer or some cheesecloth. Get all that stuff out so you don't have to worry about it, but I don't mind letting it seep in there. Again, putting in a glass, this is like a quick, dirty one. Your house smells amazing. You got a decent glass of wine with all kind of weird flavors in it. But it's supposed to keep all the witches and the horribleness and what. Well, I guess witches aren't horrible, but the creepy little fae that's trying to steal your names and make you work for thousands of years or whatever. It tries to keep all the nastiness away, is what I was told. So you need to give this one a try. This is just for a Yuletime thing, just a little special thing. Throwback to our very first year of living between Paycheck's Kitchen when we did a bunch of drinks for Christmas and did them decorative here. So yeah, just give this one a try. Let me know what you thought about it.
How's about that? It worked out, as I had to get some taste testers, but they told me the wine is great. They were passed out now. Shout out to them. Thank you very much. And it smells amazing in here. It actually overpowered the ribs that I was cooking at the same time. So I just smelled the Christmassy stuff. So how cool is that? Remember, you can just put it in a thing if you have any left and take it to, I don't know, church or whatever. The church is like wine. That's a big thing on Sundays. But yeah, if you're going to any Christmas things or whatever, you can always smuggle this in. Maybe kids' performance or choir or whatever. I had to be a sheep in the performance when I was a kid. But if you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let me know. Put it down in the comments, man. I will revisit this and get more people hammered, which would be fun. Also, you can find us on social media. Let me know over there. On Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, all those that live between Paycheck's Kitchen. I'm on all of those as well. Oh, we're also on Instagram. I live between. We had to shorten it down over there. Me, I'm on all of those. Osway Nerdy. Way dirty. I am just, my tongue is out running it because I'm dealing with drunks. So I apologize. But yeah, just find me on those stuff. We'll talk nerd stuff, or just find us on the food stuff, and we'll talk food stuff. That's fine by me too. I will see y'all next time. Y'all please be safe. And it's the day after, no, it's the last day of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah too. Y'all be safe.